My name is Cindy Small and I am Z9 Designs, and this month is Black History Month, and I will be bringing a few things regarding art and crafting for the month of February. So this week I would like to highlight Elma Thomas. She broke the color barrier on and off the canvas, and she did not receive any national attention until she was 80 years old. Now, she was born a generation after slavery, and she grew up in the South in a home where education was a priority. But with things being the way they were in the South, at 16 years old, racial tensions were very high, so there were no further schooling options. And so her family moved to Washington, D.C., where she started her incredible life of first. She was the first graduate from Howard University in 1924, the first African American woman to mount a solo show at the Whitney Museum of Art in 1972. She also was the first African American woman to exhibit her paintings in the White House in 2009. All the while, she taught art at Shaw Junior High School for 36 years, and she pioneered educational techniques and traveled the world and crossed racial barriers. The supplies needed for the abstract art include a 12 by 12 canvas, a small paintbrush, khaki, King's Gold, Twinkle Pink, Palm Leaf, Vintage White, Aqua, and ash gray acrylic paint will be used for this project, and a black magic marker. That is it, folks. First, I drew a circle near the middle of the canvas, and I mixed ash gray and vintage white together, and I painted the entire surface of the canvas using a sweeping circular motion, because I wanted everything to be in a circular fashion. After it was dry, I started painting dashes with palm leaf green paint around the white circle that I put in the middle. After the green dashes, I painted pink dashes. After that, it was followed with aqua paint dashes, and finally with King's Gold dashes. This was done until I ended with the palm leaf green paint. Now, some of the dashes were larger as I got to the end, and that was on purpose. But to fill some of the spaces, I used khaki acrylic paint in between the spaces to build a more cohesive look. After that was done, I took a magic marker and made dashes using a circular motion to fill in the white space that I left for the middle. When I came near the middle of the white circle, I left a small circular space that I filled in with King's Gold acrylic paint. Now, you can say this looks like the sun, and you can say it looks like a light at the end of the tunnel. To complete the look, I made some small black dashes below the khaki paint on both sides. Then I used the black magic marker to make dashes to the end of the canvas. The art you can create with dashes for a contemporary look is just amazing. I suggest that you look on the internet for some of Elma Thomas's paintings. She's just incredible. The second piece to honor Black History Month includes an abstract candle holder. Now, this is inspired by clean lines of African design philosophy, and it will create an artful lighting display in any space. This handmade piece is fashioned from wire that was covered with paper. It was from Dollar Tree. And also jute was used in a contemporary African design. This handmade piece is a perfect addition to any modern home decor palette, as well as an eye-catching accent to your home. Add the DIY touch to your home and transform an ordinary room into something unforgettable. This beautiful abstract candle holder is a great option for any type of occasion or just simply adding beauty to your home. It would be a perfect display in your bedroom, in your office, in your living room, or even to give as a gift to family and or a friend. So keep watching. The supplies needed for this tribal candle holder include paper, covered wire, this is from a Dollar Tree vine, 8 tumbling tower blocks, 1 red flat bead, 1 jump ring, 1 mini round bowl, jute cord, brown acrylic paint, 1 bead, that's a medium-sized bead, 1 battery-operated gold tea light, 3 by 2 inch, 1/2 thick piece of wood, 1 inch dowel, and that is it. So I cut 2 pieces of paper wrapped wire and fashioned it with arms and legs. To hold it together, I began wrapping jute around the torso, arms, and legs. For the head, I used a medium-sized bead and the neck a dowel that I cut down to about 1 inch. Then the head and neck piece were painted brown and set aside to dry. They were adhered using hot glue along with reptile glue. I then wrapped the jute around the hips and halfway down the legs to form a skirt. I intended on using fabric, but I did not like the way it looked, so I went with my first idea, which was the jute. The jute gave the candle holder a better appearance. The beaded head and neck was shoved inside the torso and hot glue was used to keep it together. And for the top, I made the covering out of jute also. I wrapped it around the shoulder to look like a shawl. And then I had to go back and add a bit of thickness to the torso also because it needed to look a little fuller. Now for the holder, I used wood glue to adhere 2 tumbling tower blocks side by side and 2 on top of those. I needed 4 for the front and 4 for the back to hold the candle lady upright. You can move the arms and legs to stand her up or sit her down. I chose her to stand. I then placed a small plastic bowl on top of the wooden head and I put a battery-operated tea light inside. In addition, to dress up the outfit, I put a round flat red bead with a jump ring to add some warmth, and I put this right on the front of her shawl. And you turn on the light and it is fabulous. Now you can make this any way you want. You can also paint the little bowl. You can make a pattern on that. But I think for a nice modern look, it would fit any room decor. So if you have liked what you've seen, please subscribe, like, save, and comment. And help a girl out. Please subscribe to my channel. I am trying to grow it so that I can bring you wonderful and a variety of different things depending on the month and depending on what's going on in the world. And remember, kindness is free. Sprinkle that stuff everywhere. See you later. Bye-bye.